guys, it's Vicky. Welcome back to my channel. Today I did this Kylie Jenner inspired makeup look using only drugstore product, and I reviewed this marble brush set from Rosegal. And if you want to know how I got this look and how these brushes work and if they're worth the $10, then please keep on watching. A Kylie Jenner inspired outfit on to go with the theme. Okay, so starting off, I'm going to be taking my NYX Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer and putting that all over my face. This really gives like an airbrush look and kind of blurs your pores. And Kylie Jenner's skin always looks really flawless and full coverage. It's definitely pore filling because it's a very kind of slippery formula. And I'm also going to put this on the eyes so the eyeshadow goes on smoothly. And under the eyes. So I'm going to do my eyebrows first, and I'm going to be... Sorry, my dog keeps barking in the background, so if you hear that, I mean, I can't shut him up. So I'm going to be starting off with my brows, and I'm going to be using the Chi brow pomade, and it's in the color medium brown. And Kylie Jenner always has like really nice ombre sculptured eyebrows. So I'm going to be doing my brows with this brush from the set from Rosegal. And I've never tried these brushes before, so I hope. This brush is really thick for an eyebrow brush, so it's hard to carve out the eyebrows. So I'll definitely need to clean up with concealer. This is my first time using the brow pomade, and I really like it. It's pretty much, I think it's a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade, except this one's a bit more warm toned, but I could have just gotten a bad color. But I really like the formula, it's really similar. I feel like this one is even a bit easier to use. It's not as pigmented as the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, so I think it's a bit easier to use. Kylie Jenner has a very strong arch, a very strong brow in general. So I'm going to try mimic that shape, but still sticking to my natural brow shape. Only thing that's difficult is using this brush for the eyebrows. Looks a little harsh, but I think it's just the light, and because I'm really pale. I'm sorry if the audio in the first clip was really bad. I didn't realize that I hadn't actually turned my microphone on. So I'm just going to continue filling in my eyebrows with the Chi brow pomade. So I said it before, but I don't know if it got picked up because my microphone was off, but I'm going to do a really strong brow because Kylie Jenner tends to go for a really strong ombre brow. But it's hard to carve out my eyebrow with this Rosegal brush because it's really thick for an eyebrow brush. Now that the brows are done, I'm going to be moving on to eyes. And I'm first gonna be priming my eyes with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser Concealer in the color Fair. And normally I blend that in with a beauty blender, but I can't use one today, so I'm gonna be using this blending brush from the Rosegal set, and it just looks like a foundation buffing brush, so I'm going to be using that. I actually really like it, considering these brushes were $1 each. This blends out really well. And to set the eye base, I'm going to be using this Coty S Spun. I think that's how you pronounce it. Coty. I'm going to be using this Coty S Spun loose face powder. And I don't know if this is technically drugstore because it's drugstore in America, but I ordered this online. It was pretty cheap and it just looks like that. And I'm going to be using that to set the concealer on my eyes. And to set that, I'm going to be using this pointed blending brush from the set. The only thing about this powder is it's really good. I think everyone on YouTube loves it, but I've never heard anyone mention anything about the smell, and it definitely has a really strong smell. It smells a bit like air freshener. I don't know, it just has a really strong smell, and it doesn't really go, it goes away after like 15 minutes or something, but it stays on your face for quite a while. For the eyes, Kylie Jenner usually has like a very neutral color in her crease and then a smoked out eyeliner. So to create that look, I'm going to be using the Essence All About Nudes eyeshadow palette, and it just looks like this. The colors don't really have names, so I'm going to be taking this color second next to this white shimmery color, and I'm going to be using that as a transition shadow, and I'm going to be blending that transition color in with this synthetic eye blending brush from the set, and it's the only eye brush, so hopefully it works. It's a bit hard to do eyeshadow with this tiny little blending brush. There's definitely some pigment. It's not the best pigment, obviously, but for a transition color you don't want a lot of pigment anyway, because you want it to kind of be a base for your other shadows. So I'm just blending that into my crease. Kylie usually doesn't have a lot going on in her crease for like her everyday look, so we want to keep this kind of natural. I'm going to be blending for quite a while with this tiny brush. Usually when I do transition colors, I use like a massive blending brush, and then brushes like this I usually use for like detail, so this is really difficult, but what can you do? Okay, now that I've got my crease color on, you can't really see it, so I don't know, I don't think this palette is very pigmented, but I'm gonna go in with this darker brown next to that transition color and put that right below where I just put the lighter color. This shade definitely has more pigment, but once it's on the eyelid, it kind of just looks like the other one, but like a shade darker, and in the palette it's way darker than the other color. I don't know if I'm even making sense. I hope I'm making sense. I hope I'm making sense. This definitely has a lot of fallout, so I'm glad I did this before the foundation. Now that the crease colors are on, there's like a slight little shimmery taupe color right under that dark brown, and I'm just gonna put that with my finger all over the lid, because Kylie Jenner's natural look is still pretty glam. This color's actually really pretty. It's like a really nice wash of glitter. In the pan it looks kind of like a shimmery color, but it's more just glitter. And some people might hate that, but I actually kind of like it. Okay, now for that smoked out eyeliner that she always has, I'm going to be taking this kind of concealer brush from the set and my Maybelline Eye Studio gel eyeliner. I'm going to be taking a very small amount and just running that across my lash line. I'm going to wing that gel eyeliner out a bit. For this step it's fine if you're messy because you're going to clean that up anyways. Okay, my eyeliner does not look even at all, but I'm just being messy so I can then get a crisp line when I clean it up with concealer. I'm going to be taking that dark brown color from the Essence palette and smoking that gel eyeliner out a bit more. Kylie never has like a jet black smoky wing. She always has like a kind of brown one. So I think this color is perfect to achieve that look. So after that dark brown color, I'm going to take the medium color from the palette and smoke out that dark line more using the fluffy blending brush I used before. And you can go quite high, and you can go high or low and really messy because you're going to clean this up anyway. So after smoking out the eyeliner, I'm just going to add a bit of the black gel eyeliner again to the base of my lash line. Now I'm going to clean up the eyeliner with a makeup wipe quickly. And when you clean that line, you want to make sure you go from the corner of your eye to your eyebrow. I've cleaned up the eyeliner. Now I'm going to move on to foundation. And I'm going to be using a mix of the Chi Chi Fabulous and Flawless Foundation in the color 0.7 Linen because I'm really pale. And I'm just going to take a few pumps of that and put that all over my face. Kylie Jenner always has a very satin finish, like not completely matte, and this foundation is exactly that. It's not dewy, it's not matte, it's like a really nice in between. This foundation is definitely not full coverage, it's more like a medium buildable coverage. And I'm going to be mixing that with the L'Oreal Nude Magique Cushion Foundation. This is more of a dewy one, so I want to add some dewiness into it. And I'm just going to be pumping my finger into that. So moving on to the scary part, I always blend my foundation in with a beauty blender, and today I'm going to be using one of these brushes, so I hope it's not super streaky. I'm actually really happy with how this brush works. I've tried so many blending brushes and they've been super streaky. Like I've tried a Zoeva one, and I've tried the Fenty Beauty foundation brush is really streaky. It makes your foundation have like lines all over it. But this brush actually blends in foundation really well. Now I'm going to be using the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in the color Fair, just to conceal my massive under eye bags. And I'm going to be using this little brush from the kit to clean up that line. There's no concealer brush, so I'm going to be using the brush that I use for foundation to blend that concealer in. And I'm just going to pat over the concealer because I don't want to move it around too much. After I blended out that concealer, I'm going to be setting my eyes with the Coty Espun Loose Face Powder. And to set that concealer, I'm going to be using this pointed buffing brush. I literally hate the smell of this powder. And I'm going to be setting my whole face with that powder and this brush too. I actually really like this brush for setting under the eyes because it's pointed and it really gets like right in there. So after setting my base, I'm going to be moving on to bronzing and contouring. And I think for her everyday look, Kylie Jenner doesn't contour too much, but she definitely bronzes. And I'm going to be using the Australis AC Contour Kit for that. And it's like contouring and highlighting. And I think I'm in the lightest kit. And it's just got like 6 shades. And I'm going to be taking this light bronzing color to bronze my cheeks. For bronzing, I'm just going to be taking the same brush I used to set my foundation. The only thing I don't like about this palette is that it's super chalky and kind of goes everywhere and can get patchy if you don't use a little bit of product at a time. I feel like with this palette it's best to start with a little bit and then add more if you need. But I really like this color for bronzing because it's just a few shades darker than my skin color. I don't know if you can see, but my hair's growing back a little bit, but it's still really patchy on my scalp, so I still want to wear head wraps. because I'm just not comfortable of showing that on camera. But if you like see, it's why. I don't know why I said that. Kylie has a very strong jaw, so I'm just gonna bronze up my jaw a bit. And Kylie also has a really small nose, something I lack. And I'm gonna try contour my nose a little bit. I hate contouring my nose because it usually just makes it look bigger. But I'm just gonna add a little bit on the front of my nose. And I'm going to contour a tiny bit using the middle brown color and this angled contouring brush from the set. Okay, I feel like this is the brush out of the whole set that I hate because it's super like flimsy and moves around way too much for contouring. I feel like for contouring you need a brush that's really dense so you can put the product where you need and not move it around too much. But just make do with what I have. And to get those Kylie Jenner lips, I'm going to put some contouring powder under my lip. I don't think it really did anything. Whatever. And to clean up that contour, I'm going to be taking the loose powder again. And I'm just going to be taking that onto this brush, which is supposed to be a foundation brush. But I'm just going to be using that to clean up the contour. And I'm literally going to leave that on for like 10 seconds and then clean it up so it's not too white. And I didn't really use this brush, but it's a really nice kind of flat top brush, but it's very small. I would use one like this if it was bigger for foundation, but I think this is really good for contouring like in the hollows of your cheeks. But since this is supposed to be a more natural look, I'm not going to contour too much, so I'm not going to use that. Moving on to the bottom lash line, I'm going to be taking that little palette again and that blending eye brush, and since I have only one, I'm going to clean it off a little bit. And I'm going to be taking the transition color and putting that under my eye. And then I'm going to be taking the medium brown color and putting that under my eye as well. And then I'm going to be taking the very dark brown color and putting that right on my lashes. Now that the eyes are done, I'm going to be cleaning up under my eyebrows to make sure they're really nice and crisp. I always watch Kylie Jenner's makeup artist do tutorials. I think his name is Ariel. And he always cleans up under the eyebrows and it looks really good. Oh, and to clean up my eyebrows, I'm just using that tiny brush from the set. I really like this. It gets right like under the arch. And for mascara, I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, and it's the gold one. I think this is a really good affordable mascara for chemotherapy patients, because it just made my like non-existent eyelashes look like I actually have some. So that's a benefit. I really love this mascara for the lower lash line because it has really small, like I think they're called teeth. So it's like a comb. For the lips, Kylie Jenner is the queen of lips and lipsticks. And I found a really good affordable dupe for the Kylie Cosmetics Candy K liquid lipstick. And it's the Colourpop Ultra Matte lipstick, and it's in the color Midi, and I'm going to be using that. But first I'm going to be lining my lips with the Savvy Nourishing Lip Liner in the color Natural. And I'm going to be overlining my lips a little bit, of course. I actually hate overlining my lips. I think it looks really weird on me, but for the sake of a Kylie makeup tutorial, I'll do it. So stop when you look like a clown. I'm joking, I love Kylie. I just feel like she goes a bit overboard with the lips. Okay, I feel like I look really weird because they're super overlined, but whatevers. I'm going to be filling that in with the Colourpop lipstick, and I know this isn't sold in the drugstore, but it's actually cheaper than some of the lipsticks that they sell there, because Australian drugstores, the makeup there is actually really expensive, like Priceline and things, and I saw a L'Oreal lipstick was like $20 and this was like $6. Here's a look without lashes. I feel like it's really natural, like kind of natural apart from the lips, but I don't like how my lashes look like, so I'm just going to add some false lashes and I'll be back. I'm such an idiot. I literally forgot highlighter, and Kylie's highlighter is always popping, so I don't know why I forgot that. But I'm going to use the ColourPop Flexitarian Super Shock Cheek Highlighter, and I'm just going to apply this with my fingers. I think this highlighter plays best with fingers because it's a cream. Also, please excuse the glue on my lashes. I didn't really wait for the glue to get tacky before I put the lashes on because I'm really impatient, so I'm sorry. And to get Kylie's cute little nose, I'm just going to put some highlighter here on the tip of my nose. Just looks so much smaller and lifts up the nose. And I'm going to do the same up here. A bit too much. And to make my lips look big, I'm going to put some above the lips. On my real Cupid's bow. Now on top of that highlighter, I'm going to put another drugstore highlighter, and this is the Model's Own Sculpt and Glow Highlighter Powder in Peach Pearl, and it's a really nice peachy pink color. I don't know, you probably can't see. And I don't know what brush to apply that with. I'm just going to apply it with that flat top contouring brush. This is a really pretty highlighter. It has like slight purple reflex, and I think it complements the lipstick really nicely. And I'm going to put some of that on my brow bone and my chin. Now that my lashes are dry and everything's done, I'm going to put on some NYX Dewy Finish setting spray all over my face. This is the Kylie Jenner makeup look done. I don't think it's very natural. I would wear this at night, but I'm going to go put my wig on so you can get that like full look. I don't know, and I'll be back. So this is the Kylie Jenner look all together. And this is the makeup look. I think it turned out really nice considering all the products were only drugstore and I've never used them before. And I really like this 8 eyeshadow palette that was $8 from Essence. I think it blended really well, and I really like how it looks like. And I loved these brushes from Rosegal. Sorry, my hair's in the way, I look a bit emo, but I loved all these brushes from Rosegal. Well, not all of them. I didn't like the eyebrow brush, and I didn't like the eyeshadow brush because it was a bit hard to use. But considering how they were only $10, I think it's such a good deal, and I'll probably buy more. But I don't know if I'll be using them like every day. I probably will be using this one like every day though. It was really good, the foundation brush. Like I don't have any streaks in my foundation. That like never happens when I use a brush. And I'm sorry, I sound like really excited about this, but this is why I don't like wearing this wig a lot. So yeah, I hope you like this Kylie Jenner inspired makeup tutorial, and maybe I'll do more celebrity inspired makeup tutorials in the future. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It means a lot, and thank you for watching. Bye! It's a very Kylie pose. Wait.